Hey, it's your boy Ron Big Black Garrett. Sometimes we go through things in life, and y'all know I've had a pretty rough year and a half. But sometimes, when you're going through things like that, for a little while, your faith gets shaken, and you have different things that happen to you, and things that you go through with your walk with God. Not all of it is going to be positive all the time. Some of it's negative. But in the end, God is still God. So that's not where I'm going with this. However, sometimes when you're going through all of these things, you're always looking for something that can, that God can use to help you through a rough day. I had been having a rough week this week. And yesterday I had to run and do some piddling around, to do some errands, and I have to admit that my attitude was not the best attitude yesterday. Matter of fact, I was fairly ill at one point, but the thing is, God already knew that, and my prayer is always to God, for God to make me a better man and to grow me to where I will be open and honest with everyone about these things. So, having said that, I had went to this oil change place. By then, I'll admit that my attitude was a lot better, because as my wife and I recounted this situation, I said I had to really think that, wow, man, I'm blessed to be going to an oil change place. I have a car to drive there. So it straightened my attitude up. And my wife actually brought that up as I was telling her, recounting this story to her. And so I'm so thankful that God used this situation, and that my wife brought it up, and that I was able to recount that. So I pulled in, and this young man kept looking at me, and he said, "Man, where do I know you from?" And I said, "I don't know. I mean, I worked on Redstone Arsenal. I retired from there." I said, "So I'm not for sure, man." And so then I said, "Have you ever been to the Rock Family Worship Center?" And he was like, "That's where I know you from. You were a youth leader in the youth group," or something like that. And I'm not quoting him exactly. It was not verbatim. So, long story short, I had been having that rough week, rough day, and God used this young man to teach me that he's always aware of what we're going through. The young man said the words that brought me to tears yesterday. I'm a little bit stronger today, but it brought me to tears, to the point of tears. And he said, "You were one of the people there," he said, "because I really didn't know a lot of people. I really didn't do a lot of things with people." He said, with the youth leaders, he said, "But you were the one that pulled me aside, and you poured life into me. And I'm always thankful. And I'm so glad that I could tell you today that you did that." And it took me back to why I do what I do, why I allow God to use me in the way he uses me, why I had been questioning if God had made any impact using me in ministry. And the answer to the question is yes. But it took me going through all the things that I've went through to be able to get back to the point to where I'd ask that question, and then God, as he always does, he didn't have to give me the answer. He didn't have to put that young man. And it was so funny how I ended up that place, because I really was not trying to not get my oil change yesterday because I was so ill. But I kept feeling like I was supposed to go get my oil change. And look at what happened. So I had to tell y'all that. I had to really, you can tell I'm smiling. Yesterday I was in tears about it, to the point of tears. I wasn't really truly crying, but I'm so thankful. And I had actually got another message on a post on Facebook where another mother was saying that I made a positive impact. And she said she really means it. And you know who you are. So I just had to share that. And I wanted to thank y'all. God bless you. Keep praying for your boy. Peace.